A photo of Safety Inspector Kyle Grayson is shown beside a photo of a plastic skylight on a rooftop. Text on screen, Washington State Department of Labor and Industries, Division of Occupational Safety and Health, keep Washington safe and working, worker falls through skylight, www.lni.wa.gov/safety, 1-800-423-7233.
Hello, I am Kyle Grayson, a Safety and Health Specialist with the Department of Labor and Industries, Division of Occupational Safety and Health. In February 2012, I investigated an incident where a heating and air conditioning maintenance worker was killed when he fell through a plastic roof skylight. The worker was employed by a heating and air conditioning company that contracted with many building owners for maintenance of rooftop HVAC systems.
A photo of a rooftop shows a skylight covered by blue tarp and blocked off by orange hazard poles and tape. The HVAC unit that the worker was servicing is 9.5 feet away from the skylight. Text on screen, rooftop worksite.
The employee was doing maintenance work with another employee on the rooftop heating and air conditioning unit shown on the left. As he was working, he took a few steps backwards, tripped, and fell onto the skylight cover, which broke under his weight. The skylight opening is shown on the right, covered with a blue tarp. The distance from the HVAC unit to the skylight was 9.5 feet.
Two photos are shown. The first photo, labeled Broken Skylight, shows the broken skylight from above. The second photo, labeled Skylight Opening, shows the skylight from below inside the building.
These photos show the broken thin plastic skylight cover the worker fell onto and the skylight opening that he fell through.
A photo is shown of the area of the warehouse where the worker fell. A red arrow shows where the worker fell, and an X shows the spot on the floor of the warehouse where the worker landed and died. Caution tape is strung across the walkway to the area, with a sign attached reading "Do not enter." Text on screen, worker landed here.
The employee fell 26 feet to the concrete floor inside the building as shown in this slide. Medics were called, but they were unable to revive him, and he was pronounced dead at the scene.
A photo shows a magnified view of a warning sign on a skylight. The sign reads, "Warning, this skylight is designed to withstand normal elements of the weather. It is not designed to withstand human impact or falling objects. This skylight should not be walked upon under any circumstances. The owner or designer should restrict access only to authorized personnel who have been adequately cautioned as to the location of the skylights and informed of the warning above, or said owner should provide protective guardrails or screens around the skylights." Text on screen, warning sign on skylight.
The skylight had a small warning sign on its edge, which stated it was not strong enough to support the weight of a person standing or falling onto it, and should be protected by a guardrail or screen.
Three photos are shown. First, a skylight with wire mesh installed over the top of the skylight. Second, a rooftop with several skylights, all surrounded by metal guardrails. Third, a worker wearing fall protection gear is shown working on a rooftop HVAC unit. Text on screen, Skylight Fall Protection, keep Washington safe and working.
The employer was cited for not conducting a hazard assessment of working on a roof with unprotected skylights, for not providing their employees with appropriate fall protection equipment, and for not training them on the use of that equipment. Although the company had purchased fall protection gear, its use was not enforced. Workers can be protected from a fall into a skylight opening by several ways. A wire mesh screen strong enough to support the weight of a person can be installed over the skylight, or a guardrail can be installed around the skylight opening, or a worker can wear a fall restraint or fall arrest harness hooked into an appropriate anchor. Let's keep Washington safe and working by always making sure skylights are adequately guarded, or workers are provided appropriate fall protection when working around unsafe skylights.